So Disney Dreamlight Valley is one of those games that has tons of stuff that you can do every day, but because there's so much to do, a lot of it can get lost in the shuffle. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my daily routine in Dreamlight Valley. First things first, I like to start off with a little bit of cleanup around my island, specifically the night thorns because you do get dreamlight from clearing them, along with other things like coins and seeds. So I go around my valley and I start to clear these first. Now you will notice that I'm not going to be focusing on much of anything else, and there's a reason for that. Once I've cleaned up a bunch of the night thorns, then I'm going to look through my characters, I'm going to figure out which task I want to do next. And these are going to be things like foraging, digging, mining. Any of those activities are one of the ones that I'm going to choose to do next. For today, I chose to do foraging first. The reason I don't do this while I'm doing the night thorns is because I want to focus on gaining friendship with whichever character I choose. So Kristoff is my foraging buddy, so I want to make sure that I have him along while I'm doing all of the foraging that I need to. I could technically do this first and then clean up the night thorns as I go while I'm foraging or while I'm doing something else, but a lot of the times for me it's easier to focus on one task at a time so I don't get distracted. Now as a little side note, I do like to keep an eye out for the blue chests that will spawn in your valley at least once a day, because these specific chests have moonstones in them, and these are eventually going to be the currency that is monetized in the game. So I want to go ahead and make sure I'm collecting as many of those as I can. Another thing I like to check pretty early on is Moana's boat, because she will have fish that you can collect without having to do any fishing. And this is something that is timed between each one, so you can come back again later once enough time has passed and there will be more fish for you to collect. So I like to do this early on to make sure I'm optimizing how many times I can visit the boat. Next up is one of my favorite parts, and that is visiting Scrooge's shop. I love coming in here and seeing what I can order each day. Today I'm pretty fortunate because I did a lot of farming yesterday, so I do have enough gold coins where I'm going to be able to purchase a decent amount of stuff. I like to go around the entire store before I decide what I'm gonna buy. That way I can prioritize which things I definitely want, and then if there's a lot of stuff that I want to get, I can go back out, make some more money, and make sure I get to the shop before the end of the day. These items in the main area of the shop that aren't in Scrooge's catalog, they do change every day, so if you see anything that you want, make sure that you snag it, because they will be gone after the day is over, and you never know when you're gonna see it again. There was a bunch of stuff in the shop today that I wanted, including this wonderful fireplace. I'm obsessed with it. I also bought a pair of overalls and some books. So much good stuff. Next on my list of things to do, I like to look at my quests and see if there are any that I can get done pretty quickly. I don't have too many open right now. I do feel like I need to work on my friendship levels a little more so I can continue to unlock quests. But I go through here and I pick one if it seems like it's going to be pretty simple to do. And then I'll focus on that for a little while, see how far I can get. And then once I get to a stopping point, I move on to something else. Now I do like to check in on the event that's going on right now, which is Pixar Fest. I actually haven't done a ton of this, and I feel like I need to do a better job because we only have 18 days left. A lot of this stuff I feel like I'll never use, but I'm almost in a completionist mindset right now, and I want to get everything just to have it. So I am prioritizing the things that I like the best. Then I'll continue to work towards getting more of the tasks done and just see how much I can unlock before these 18 days are over. So at this point, I've had enough different variation that it's time for me to go back to my characters, figure out another task that I want to work on building up another friendship. So I'm going to pick Mickey and I'm going to start going around and mining. Now I do change up the order of each thing that I do every day. That's one thing that I love about this game is there's so much variety, so anytime I'm tired of doing one task, I just move on to the next, change it up a little bit, and I feel like it's just this never-ending cycle and I could play this game for hours on end. Once Mickey has released me from his trap and the rain has stopped, I'm able to finally move on to something else productive, which is my farm. I did bite the bullet and put aesthetics aside for a little bit to make this huge farm. And I know this might not be the fastest area to grow certain things, but it's working for me. I like the location of it. And for the most part, I'm not really in a rush. So this is the point where I just kind of decide what it is that I want to do next. Do I want to keep farming? Do I want to work on more of my friendship levels? Maybe do some more quests? focus on doing tasks for the Pixar Fest, or maybe even focus on tasks that will earn me more Dreamlight so I can open more areas of the map. There is so much to do, endless opportunities, but these are just the things that I do in my daily routine. I would love to know, what is your daily routine for Dreamlight Valley? And more specifically, is there anything that you do every day that I left out? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!